So, what has our favourite Chinese multi-hyphenate cutie pie been up to this week? Find out on the Yibo Weekly! Well, friends, there's not a great deal to say, but I'm here. I'm going to say it. We're going to have a go at doing this properly this week because I have vaguely, slightly more brain cells operating. So it was a quiet first half of the week, but we had a bit of a splash in the second half of the week. In the first half of the week, the fans were mostly getting ready for the races, and if not getting ready for the races, then getting ready for Yibo's birthday. There's lots of fan meets and stuff in China. Yibo's birthday is on the 5th of August, so people are making preparations now. There was one hot search that went around about how Yibo is adorable, which everybody was, I can't now remember if it was based off something somebody said on media or if it was just one of those things that accumulate. This is like an ongoing fan thing because the fans say that Yibo is kawaii, that he's really cute, and Yibo says, no, don't call me cute. And so the fans even more and more say that he's kawaii, and yeah, it's just a thing. Anyway, we had another run of that this week. He was actually seen. He was seen this week, so I don't have nothing to say. He was seen flying from Beijing to Zhuhai, down to practice, do some more track practice ahead of the race. The first race day is on Friday. Some of the photos that he was seen in traveling, he was in head to toe Loewe, so Loewe is still a thing that's happening, presumably. Yeah, so that was it until like a day or so ago when a whole bunch of fashion stuff dropped. So to start with, there is a new Jimmy Choo campaign came out, and Yibo actually posted the video for it on his own personal Instagram. And then there were some photos came out on Weibo. Oh, that was on the Instagram as well, but there were photos came out on Weibo, and then there was like 3 photos initially from Jimmy Choo, and then all of the fashion magazines and fashion insiders and fashion sites had extras. So there was like a flurry of activity, all the fashion sites putting out all these photos of Yibo looking like immaculate in the Jimmy Choo. My friends and I have not often loved the Jimmy Choo looks, but this time around, yes, they've done something right. Well done. And then Yibo Official put out a bunch of 11 live photos, so like snatches of short video of like behind the scenes of the photo shoot. So that was all very exciting. It's the first time we've had like a flurry of content like that in some time. So it was thrilling. But apart from that, it's been genuinely a quiet week. News came out during the week that War of Faith has now done 200 broadcasts, or it has been scheduled for its 200th broadcast on satellite TV in China. And one person that I saw put out a list of the all-time most rerun shows on Chinese TV, and I don't know whether it's accurate or how accurate it is, but if it is accurate, then War of Faith is now in like the top 20 all-time most replayed shows, and the only one on that list that I saw from the 2020s. So it is in fact a genuinely big hit in terms of it's like replays that it's getting. Obviously it has a leg up on a lot of the competition because it is like a party story. Yeah, so like given that that's the case, there's no reason to think that they're going to stop. Like they're still like it's still going out regularly, like every few days a new satellite station is playing it. So like it may in fact end up really high in the rankings. I mean, it's not going to knock off like the 80s version of Journey to the West anytime soon, but like it's up there. It's genuinely up there now. But that's really the happenings for the week. Let's head over to brand stuff. Now, I kind of cheated because I talked about the Jimmy Choo stuff in the beginning part of the video, but should we have a look at a few of those photos? I think we should have a look at a few of those photos now. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did, and we're going to have a look at the video at the end of my yapping, but I've got a tiny little bit more to say, which is that ANTA also put out some new video and a couple of new photos. There's a new look that they're pushing, an outdoorsy thing with yibo sort of modeling it. And last night, HELLY HANSEN put out some new photos of a new campaign coming out from HELLY HANSEN. Of course, that is like timed, I imagine, to intersect with the racing, because that's coming up on Friday. And Red Bull also, they have got a limited edition product with Racing 85 like on the actual like label of the Red Bull, and they've got some cans and bottles, and it's all limited edition. And I think you either had to kind of order it or it's going to be on sale at the racetrack. So I don't think it's going into stores like widely, but yes, that's a thing. And they've also got some peripherals going on. Apart from that, there was C-Car put out a little something. Tempo had a cute picture like in the pre-run of the birthday. So it looks like they're running up to doing something for Ebo's birthday. Who else? Seaways had a few more things. And also, of course, the new brand Camel was still rolling out some of their product from their initial product release. But nothing apart from the Jimmy Choo, which was very exciting. It was a relatively quiet week. Looking forwards, we've got the racing on the weekend, so there's going to be a huge amount of material come out of that, I fully expect. We're all pulling for Ebo to get around the track safely. He did a whole bunch of practice before this race, but there are 30 cars going to be driving in the GT3 category. There was only 6, I think, in Ningbo, which was the last round, which is the one that Ebo didn't race in. So there was a bunch in the first round in Shanghai that Ebo raced in. Only a relatively small number at Ningbo, and now again a huge field coming in for Zhuhai. And maybe it's about the tracks, maybe it's about the timing, but of course we all believe that they're all going to be there because all the cameras are going to be there because Ebo is going to be there. So we'll be watching this weekend. Why am I using the royal we all of a sudden? That's bananas. That's it. That's it. We're going to have a look at the amazingly fun Jimmy Choo commercial, and I hope you're all well and have a wonderful Wangy Bo Wednesday.